Hello and welcome to my deluxe edition ranking video. So I'm going to be ranking all of the DLC dinosaurs from worst to best, the ones I haven't done. So um, Dominion and Late Cretaceous we've already done. So go watch those videos if you haven't already. So we're going to be doing the Early Cretaceous, which is the first one. Sorry, the Deluxe, Early, and Camp Cretaceous. So starting off with Deluxe. So my least favorite Deluxe creature is not really that much of a difficulty. It's the Hyangosaurus. Now, I actually don't mind the Hyangosaur design. I really liked it in Evolution 1. It's a little bit less good in Evo 2, but it's still pretty good. But at the end of the day, Hyangosaurus just really should not have been part of the DLC. At the start, when it was in there, I wasn't too fussed about it. I know a lot of people were very annoyed. But over time, I've started to get a little annoyed that it was in the Deluxe. Instead of, I don't know, either putting a more unique one in there that's, new, or making it to 4. And having the Hyangosaur in the base game, because it just feels a little weird. But apart from that, I don't take much bias towards it because of that. I don't mind it. It's alright. The Hyangosaur's a cool enough creature. It's just not one I'd ever use too much. By the way, for all of these again, I've chosen Skin, which I think suits the dinosaur the best. Now, moving on. Number 4 is probably one that might surprise a few people, and it's the Geostem Budger. Now, there's only a couple reasons for this. One, because I always forget about using this guy, and two, I just think out of all of the pterosaurs, he's one of the least notable. Um, but that being said, a lot of the pterosaurs do mesh into each other, and this guy does stick out. Not that I have anything dislike towards this guy. It's just I prefer the other three more. He's pretty good, but it's just like I prefer the others a bit more. This panning though is awesome. Yeah, moving on. Number 3. Now this one might surprise people because I know some people put him a little higher. This is the Pachyrhinosaur. Now over time I've started to like the Pachyrhinosaur design just a tiny bit less. Now the head is really good, but I think these little bubbles on the body look a little weird. Don't get me wrong, I prefer it to be feathered, but that's not really a big complaint. Um, the patterns are fine; they're good enough. I just think it's slightly worse than I remember it being. I still use it a lot though, so take that as how you will. Yeah, number 2. Now this one is a very controversial one, putting number 2, but it's the Attenborosaurus. Um, with the Admerosaurus, I think what the Admerosaurus does so well is if you think about the 4 plesiosaurs, by the way, we really need to just have an ichthyosaur instead of plesiosaur, please. But the 4 plesiosaurs, including elasmosaurs, um, the Admerosaurus is the only one that looks like a plesiosaur. Like genuinely looks like it's a real thing. I think they nailed the design perfectly on this guy. I mean, just look at that. It looks awesome. The pattern's really cool. The design's awesome. I've got nothing else to say. One of the best creature designs. But guess who's number 1? Megalosaurus. Now, before I get a lot of people saying, well, hey, wait a second. Admerosaurus is better than Megalosaurus. I don't disagree. Then you're like, why? Wait a second. Why is Admerosaurus lower then? Well, there's one reason for that, actually. And it's because, well, 2 reasons. One, because I'm British, and this is the British dinosaur, and it was literally the first dinosaur ever discovered. So, fun fact for you there. And number 2, I think Megalosaurus over time has really, really grown on me. And I think it kind of plays its niche very well. I do have a small complaint I think I brought up last time where it really should be a bit bigger, but I can look past that. I think overall the design is impeccable. I think the underbite's a little weird, but I've always enjoyed Megalosaurus in this game. I think he looks awesome. So, sorry, anyone who says Admerosaurus is better. I don't disagree necessarily. I think they're very similar, but I prefer Megalosaurus very slightly over. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you